I put out a community post the other day asking what content you want to see for Division 2. The majority of the votes were on build videos, and someone also left a comment saying, like, make your own builds. So I'm not doing an AR, SMG or any build like that. I've literally just grabbed myself a pistol, because ever since starting playing this game, I've felt as though pistols are crazy powerful. Like, they've got way too much power for a pistol. And you can see some damage numbers and DPS on the screen now. But you have to bear in mind, this build was done very quick from the stuff in my stash. It can be made even better. But this is what I've got from my gear that I had in my stash and that I found around the game world and stuff. So we're going to jump straight into it. I'm running sharpshooter just because of reload speed, headshot damage. Like, this build is mainly focused on crit hit chance, headshot damage, a little bit of damage to elites. I've tried making it as much of a glass cannon as possible, although for some reason I still have 6 defensive stats. If I could get something that gives me an extra defensive stat, it would be amazing because I could run patience on the knee pads, but then there's a load of messing around to do so that I can get the 2-piece with True Patriot. So first off, we're going to go into the pistol. I'm running the PX4 Storm Type T. I do have the F as well, which has got Ranger on it, but I'm going with the T because it's got more damage. Like, literally, it's got 1033 damage more. It has Optimist, which isn't active, but I've got Stop, Drop and Roll on it. I'm not sure. No, that's got Protected Reload. So Stop, Drop and Roll is going to come in handy for the burn status effect. The suppressors are different because of it being a 9mm over a .45. So the mods on this, you've got optimal range, crit hit chance and accuracy. Whereas on the Type T, you get optimal range, crit hit chance and crit hit chance. So we get an extra 5% crit hit chance and over 1000 damage more. So starting with the mask, the most important thing that you need to do if you're ever going to run a pistol build is make sure you have 2 of this brand set because it boosts your pistol damage by 20%. So with the mask, you want to focus on damage to elites. I managed to get 32%. Then going into the backpack, you want to make sure you're going for weapon damage or crit hit chance and crit hit damage. I got 8% weapon damage, and then I've got hard hitting, hardened, and I've got a little bit of crit hit chance and crit hit damage. But there's possibilities to get more weapon damage or higher stats for the crit hit chance and damage. And then I've got a utility mod which is irrelevant to adding damage and things to the build. I've made this a hybrid just so we get the damage to armor 10% boost from True Patriot because the devs have finally fixed it and it actually works now in PvE. Apparently it was only working in PvP or something beforehand. But the body armor, the chest, you want to be going for crit hit chance and damage or weapon damage again. I've got 2 defensive mods, so that's just bonus armor and health and stuff. But the attributes, I got 10.5% crit hit chance, 3.5% damage, and then 13,000 health. With the gloves, you just want to focus on getting as much pistol damage as you can. Unfortunately, I don't have any except for this one, and I think I've got one more that's got pistol damage. Down here, that's only 4% though. Whereas these ones give me 8% health for the brand set, 7% pistol damage, I get extra health on kill, and a little bit of boosted health. The holster is the second part of the brand set that boosts the pistol damage, and on the holster I would go for crit chance, just because this build is focused on crit chance, damage and weapon damage obviously, but we've got hard hitting on this, and then luckily enough I've got an offensive mod that gives me 1% weapon damage and 5% pistol. And then the last piece of the gear is the second part of the True Patriot set, being the knee pads, and we've got 7.5% crit hit chance. That is what you want to focus on getting as high as possible. And then we've got a defensive mod that gives health and health regen. The skills are personal preference. I'm running the chem launcher because there's no armor regeneration. And then I have the self reviver, the hive, just because that's going to come in handy. So going into the stats, we've gone through the talents. If we flick through, we've got 33,580 weapon damage, 46% crit hit chance, which is huge. You pretty much, you're landing crits all the time. 31% boosted damage to your crit hits. 125% headshot damage, 1.5 reload time, so it's very quick, and one of the best things about a pistol is you never run out of ammo. It's unlimited ammo on the pistols. We have 9% all weapons damage bonus, 32% pistol damage bonus, and then 62% damage to elites, with the extra 10% armor damage from the True Patriot set. And you can see these numbers here on a named enemy, 970,000 DPS. I did manage to kill the closer target for just over 1 million DPS, but it's not 100% consistent. Sometimes you'll only see 700 or 800k. And you can see the damage last hit, that's pretty much every headshot. You're going to get about 137,000. So what we're going to do is take down a few targets just so that you can see the damage numbers. And then we're going to go south of the White House to the normal spot where we take down the named boss. Get ourselves one of the cards, the collectibles, and you'll see some proper gameplay. And we've got 18 rounds in the mag. So if we go for headshots, you can see 134,000, then a crit is 150. I'm not going to go for headshots on the back one. Pistols aren't designed for range. .577. And then the front target, because it's closest, we're going to be able to just spam our trigger. 622. Because a couple of the shots, like, it's not too difficult, but there is a little bit of recoil in the pistol, so you have to kind of move around whilst you're shooting. You can see there, 1,063,000 DPS with 139,000 damage in the last shot. And then literally just under a million. So you can see how crazy it is. We're now going to go and take down the named boss. I don't know why the pistols in this game are so powerful. I don't know if they'll ever be balanced because they shouldn't be this strong. But I'm glad I made this build. I might try challenging missions and stuff with just a pistol. I'm not going to do heroic because heroic, I feel you need armor regen and stuff. Like, you need more survivability than just going for glass cannon. Okay, so the enemies are just in front of us. And I need to be patient with this because obviously if I lose a bit of armor, I'm going to need to pop the chem launcher just to get it back. But you'll see some nice damage numbers even from a bit of range. 130,000 on a headshot there. And the boss has for some reason decided to rush me. I'm still melting. But you can... Oh, I'm going to go down. There we go. Nice and easy. You can see just how much it rinses the enemies. Oh, I knew that was going to hurt. Nice. I think there's 2 enemies left. We'll just loot that for the time being, because I'm being shot at. Oh, there's one to my right. Literally on me. Go away. Only 75,000 with headshots to a veteran, because obviously you've got the 62% to elites. But it still destroys them. Like, I wouldn't say it melts them, but it still gets the kills. It gets the job done. And crits are so often with this build. I love it. But that was a look at the pistol build. It is a 10.61 sitting at 498 gear score. Any pistol will work with this. You don't have to have a certain one. And obviously you don't have to hybrid like I did with the True Patriot and the standard brand sets. But make sure, like, one of the most important things, well actually the most important thing with this build, is to make sure you have 2 of this brand set to get the pistol damage boost. And then the rest of it is just there to work on, optimize and make it even better. So if you've ever done a pistol build on this game, or if you're just making one now, when you finalised it, I'm interested to know the damage numbers and stuff you're getting in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.